Lieutenant Jonah Hale had always dreamed of space. As a boy, he lay on the grass in his backyard, staring up until his neck ached, whispering the names of constellations he'd memorized from library books: Orion, Cassiopeia, Cygnus. To him, the stars weren't distant, they were waiting. He carried that thought through every year of his life. While other kids outgrew their childhood obsessions, Jonah's only grew stronger. He plastered his bedroom walls with star charts, built model rockets that never flew straight, and studied until the constellations felt more familiar than the streets of his hometown. By 20, he was flying jets. By 30, strapped into rockets. And now, at 38, he floated aboard the Orion, a small steel-gray vessel tasked with a week-long repair mission on a weather satellite. The ship wasn't grand or beautiful. Its corridors were cramped, its hum constant. But Jonah loved it. To him, it was more than machinery. It was a cathedral, with walls of metal and windows cut into forever. The mission was simple. Diagnostics, a relay swap, tightening the satellite's aging panels. Routine. But even routine carried its risks. Jonah reviewed the checklist one last time, eyes scanning each step carefully. The satellite had been in orbit for years, exposed to radiation and micrometeoroids. Any loose panel could mean serious damage. He flexed his fingers inside the gloves of his suit, feeling the familiar hum of the ship beneath him. He liked knowing the danger was there. He liked knowing he could handle it. Jonah volunteered for the external check. He suited up, the helmet sealing with a hiss, and clipped the tether to the Orion's hull. The stars stretched before him like a frozen ocean. Space was quiet, vast, endless. He thought he was ready for that silence, thought he was ready for the distance. But training never prepared you for how small Earth looked from orbit, how fragile its glow seemed, hanging there in the dark. He took a deep breath inside the helmet, letting the stillness of the void wash over him. Every star seemed sharper, every shadow deeper. For a moment, he allowed himself to just float, suspended between the earth below and the endless black above. Then he reminded himself why he was here. There was work to finish, panels to secure, a mission to complete. Jonah tightened the last panel. Just one more task before heading back inside. Then, the tether snapped, and Jonah Hale was alone. The Orion was still there, a dark shape against the stars. But every second, it grew smaller. He fired his suit thrusters, short bursts of compressed air. They slowed him, but didn't stop his drift. "Orion, this is Hale," he called into the comm. "I'm off the line. Request immediate retrieval." Only static. He tried again. Louder. Nothing. His breaths came fast, fogging the inside of his visor. "Stay calm," he told himself. He was an astronaut. Trained. Disciplined. But no manual prepared you for the feeling of falling upward forever. Jonah turned his visor toward Earth. The planet hung suspended in velvet darkness, oceans glimmering, clouds swirling, so close in sight, so impossibly far. He thought of his son, 5 years old, pointing at the night sky and asking, "Will you see the stars for me, Dad?" Jonah's voice broke as he whispered, "Yes, I'll see them." The Orion dwindled to a speck. Then, nothing. Gone against the field of constellations. Alone, Jonah rotated slowly, endlessly, his body just a grain of dust in the infinite sea. His oxygen gauge crept lower, green to yellow, edging toward red. He swallowed hard, feeling the cold press of fear in his chest. Every breath counted, every second stretched endlessly. The stars seemed indifferent, scattered like diamonds in a void that didn't notice him. He realized, with a sinking feeling, that no one would come. Minutes stretched into hours, though he couldn't be sure. Time felt wrong here, warped by the emptiness around him. No ship appeared. No beacon pulsed in the dark. Just silence. Just stars. Jonah closed his eyes and let himself drift. Weightless. Endless. A solitary explorer. In a universe that would never send him home.